freaking freezing today. Good afternoon. I am at Vanier Park. Downtown Vancouver is right there. And we're going to go into the Maritime Museum. Beautiful day. It is cold. It's February 24th and we're supposed to get snow. Snow. February 24th. Yeah, I don't know. This part of the seawall goes all the way around Vancouver. Goes right out to UBC at the end there. Forestry Bridge is the first bridge you see. Right downtown. It actually goes, you can go across the bridge or all the way around into the inlet and then come back along the south part of Vancouver proper, downtown, and all our way around Stanley Park. Now we're gonna go in here today, and I know you're probably thinking, how much fun can a museum be? Well, I came here as a kid several times for school field trips and stuff, so anyways, I'll try my best to make it nice. Now obviously the star of the show is the St. Roch, so when you first arrive, find out when the next tour is. The next tour available to me was half hour away, so this gave me time to look at the other displays. I guess it would help if you have an interest in maritime history, because what you find here is one of the rooms is filled with model ships. But wait, there's more! Remember a thing called Prohibition in the early 1900s? The car racing entity NASCAR had its roots from a thing called bootlegging or rum runners. They would deliver illegal alcohol to different establishments while trying to outrun the police, and usually done in souped up cars. Well, we had our own version of the rum runners, and they were on boats. Some of these guys bought World War I planes and retrofitted the V12 motors into their boats. Even Boeing got into the act and produced some high-speed boats called sea sleds. This model shows the Malahat, which was built and designed to carry lumber and is believed to have transported more alcohol than any other ship. Brands like Johnny Walker and Kentucky Blend could be found on board. Wait, there's still more. The museum also gives a brief history of diving and some hands-on fun. Well, you know, you gotta try that out. Oh. I got in. Oh. You definitely don't want to talk in there. Oh, it's loud. Really, really, really loud. It just echoes like crazy. And if you haven't already done so, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel and give the video a like. There's a small military display which includes women of the Navy and also a history of the HMSC Vancouver, which served in World War II, and also the current version of it. And you can't forget about the kids. There's a nice interactive area for little ones to run around. And now on to the model ships. I'm not going to bore you with the history of each ship, but they do come with little placards that you can read for yourself. Also, take time to enjoy them. There's a lot of details on here that the modelers went through great extent to include. There are a couple ships worth mentioning though. The Sycamus ran the entire length of Lake Okanagan for 21 years. She now sits permanently docked in Penticton. So yes, you can go still visit. This is an interesting one. The owner-president perished on the Titanic. This last one is very iconic to Vancouver if you spend any time at Stanley Park. Yep, it's the Empress of Japan figurehead. Now the figurehead at Stanley Park is fake, it's replica. They actually have the real one here, hanging up on the ceiling. And they have the bell. Oh, and I have a story about the bell. You see that little display stand that the bell is on? Well, when you have clown feet like me, it's very easy to start tripping on them. So, here I tripped once. And here's number 2. Holy cow. I'm pretty sure that reception can hear me. That is pretty loud. Pretty sure it happens quite often. As the name suggests, the Empress of Japan was meant to connect Vancouver and the Orient. Maxing out at 23 knots, she was the fastest ship on the Pacific and could do the crossing in 9 days. Moving from ocean liners to the working man's boat, the museum offers both fire and tugboat displays. The museum boasts over 170,000 objects. Now this also includes pictures. Another hands-on feature they have is a walk-through full-size replica of a sea-span tugboat bridge. Here's something highly unusual, a ship made out of bones. These bone models were made by prisoners of war back in the day and used pork and beef bones. So now it's time to explore the St. Roch.
Just to give you a tiny bit of background history about her, she is called St. Roch. She was built here in Vancouver in 1928. She's famous for being the first ship to go in both directions through the Northwest Passage, the first ship to go from west to east, so Vancouver to Halifax, the first ship to take the most northerly route through the Arctic waters, and the first ship to circumnavigate by going through the Panama Canal. So you have 20 minutes on board to explore on your own. I'll be sitting just up here should you have any more questions. There's also information sheets that you're welcome to take with you that'll give you more in-depth history. She is historically intact from her voyage back during World War II from Halifax to Vancouver. So it presents some safety hazards for us.
But don't ring
watch
it.
your head and step as you're going through.
So this is obviously where they slept.
We made our way with difficulty through the cheering entries extraordinarily, and made an eloquent and moved records of people killed in the fight in 1942. We left the Mary and drove to the Canadian cemetery at the end of a pleasant wood just outside.
Here's our heat source.
Listen to our
Alright, well, let's go up. Well, that was a little awkward. Oh, the flags they would have, they can fly. Oh, the flags mean different letters. Pretty cool, actually. Alright. Now these are for, right? So you don't walk into the glass. Well, like I said, it's been years since I've been through here. And walking through here certainly gives you a new meaning for the word cozy. And you know what the parameters are from going from cozy to cramped? Their first trip through the Northwest Passage took 28 months, including 2 winters stuck in the ice. Usually the ship was loaded with supplies that were meant to support the detachment in the Western Arctic, so becoming stuck for the winter months in ice was not uncommon. And they used a dog sled to patrol the surrounding communities. Regardless, 28 months is a long voyage. Their return trip only took 86 days, helped in part by the new engine they got in Halifax, which effectively doubled their horsepower from 150 to 300. Construction is Douglas fir planks and an outer layer of Australian gumwood or ironbark, which protects against the ice. Looks like you can step in here and pretend you're commanding, which is not working. In 2000, the St. Roch II reenacted the Northwest Passage in only 3 weeks. So a bit of trivia for you, Mount Baker, which sits just across the border in Washington State, was named after Joseph Baker, who sailed with Captain Vancouver in 1792. So I've gone through most of the displays that are here. There are a few more that I have not gone through, but the one I'll leave you with is the Inuit display and this technology. It's pretty neat where they have those snow glasses.